G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel and another video. Obviously now you know, if you've been following me for a while, I love my shimpaku junipers, and these are the ones that I have twisted up at a sometime in the past. You know what, it's very hard to know when I did certain things. It's just time now to revisit. I've just posted recently a video on two other trees that I've had a look at, and here's another two that I'll be having a look at again today. So in this time you can probably see I have some looks very silvery, the aluminium wire. So I know that I used to use that silvery one a while ago. It just was spares that I had to get rid of. Then it's got some darker one in here, but this looks like it's been on for probably a good close to 6 months to a year. Just get rid of the weeds. But I think it's a nice little tree now starting to form. I don't see the wire biting in though. I was hoping to see the wire biting in a little bit more, but it's not biting in as much as when it's not biting in as much as you think it needs. I mean, it hasn't grown enough. But what I'm going to do is try to escalate that and try to remove some things that are dead or growing down, or some things that are not going to force the tree to grow faster. Any dead branches. So just going to go through the tree and study it. It's got a nice, it's a little bit straight there. There's some heavy wire on it, and it kind of coils back around coils back around to here, one branch. Then there's another branch wired up here, into here, around to here. So it looks like it's got two main ones and a couple of small ones at the back. So I think it's got 3 branches towards the top, 1, 2, 3 that are coiled and twisted up. So I'm just going to try and remove some of these ones that are on inside of curves. And they're not going to be, they'll probably never be used with whichever way we go. So let's remove some of these and see if we can see something interesting. I do like, initial thinking is this nice branch here that's bent and twisted. The one at the back here can be used as well. It's got a lot of kind of small branches. Probably another one that's probably not ready for a full restyle. I don't think it's put enough growth out. But let's keep looking. Let's keep looking through. Anything that's browning, I don't want to keep, probably. See, something healthy like that will keep. That's towards the tips. So what we'll do is we might actually tweak some of these a bit more and create something a bit more. Because now it's very stiff. So I'm thinking I had this wire on for quite a while. So I'm just putting some more tweaks into this side. Let's have a look at this side. Can I do anything here? Not really. I'll have to, just looks like the wire that I wired up onto this, the apex one, that apex hasn't grown as much as another branch. So I'm just changing that to the other side. Maybe that will help. So, interesting movement. There's nothing inside, so have a look at it around. Come around here. Again, just clean up a few bits by going down. Interesting. It'll make a good little mini, but I think it needs probably another 6 months to at least fatten up some of these smaller trunks. And the larger one hasn't started to cut in as much as I was hoping. Just needed that little bit more, maybe 6 months more. Yeah, probably about 6 months more. So you don't need all of these. So the only problem is this branch is nice and twisted, but there's not much growth. I'm gonna have to have I want a nice strong branch somewhere, and there's all little twiggy ones. So yeah, that's the only problem. So I can't really do much here. But it's good to have a look. This is my thinking, my thought process. I didn't even really have a look at this tree at all. It's just what I'm trying to study and work through with you guys. I'm doing the same thing at the same time as you guys. Yeah. Again, another one that needs just a little bit longer to really work out which trunk we're going to keep, how's the tree going to look. It just needs to put out a bit more growth. So hoping in the next 6 months really pushes strongly. Maybe 6 months, I would have to start to take the wire off in 6 months. The silver one's I can just see it just starting to cut in at the base anyway. So I'm thinking it won't be long, 6 months, and I'll have to at least take off the stuff and rewire it. So maybe we'll come back to it. Yeah. In 6 months I'll come back to it, probably rewire it. So that's that one done, and I'll go and grab another one. Alright, so tree number 2 is quite a lot bigger actually, and has a much more interest. And I'm looking inside here, which is very hard to show you, but it's got a really nice base. Just having a look, I think this might be a candidate to actually start to maybe take the wire off and see the result. But let me do a clean up first, quick clean up of just some of the dead bits, or some of the bits that aren't looking very good, before we get anything off it. It's a very interesting tree. Has quite a lot, especially up high. It's got some really starting to thicken up branches, which is good. I can see there's some branches that are wide up the top. Another branch is taken off and become bigger, which is interesting as well. This might need to be looked at. I think we can have a close look at this tree. It's got much more growth. You can see a lot more abundance of growth. All I'm doing is taking off some dead brown bits. Or branches that are very, very weak and sparse. I can see a branch here that's looking very weak. I can see it's very interesting. I've wired it, but it's very weak. So the ones above it must have obviously grown much strongly, which it looks like it has, and it's caused that to just peter out. I like it. I think there's some real interest in this tree. But I would have to now, I think we could cut away, let's cut away the wire. I think this can be rewired if we need to. But in this case, I think this tree has a really nice, I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but it's a bit dark, but it's got a really nice base. It's got a nice little trunk over here. It's got a trunk over here. It's got trunks over here. I think it's got lots of different, like a nice tree in there I can see. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little tree, I think. Even better on this side actually. I'm going to open that up. So maybe this is a job for a first styling, I think. At least style it, because I think the twists and bends are there. So let's work on this and get it really styled up nicely, I think. Yeah. So I just maybe this video I will say, okay, this tree is kind of now ready for a styling. So we will put the other one on the bench, back in the benches. I've cleaned it up, but now I will probably, it's going to take me a bit of time. I'm going to take all the wire, cut all the wire off in this case. Cut all the wire off and then look at designing it and styling it and seeing what it looks like. I think, yeah, so in these video series I want to show you, keep taking a couple of trees at a time that I've twisted and wired. So I've done a video on 2 trees in the first lot in another video. Those trees, do a little bit, it's got to go back on the bench. The one you just saw me before, yeah, you can play around, but it's not ready. This one, okay, I think it's ready for at least the first styling. So when I wired these trees and bent them put bends in them, that wasn't its first styling. It was just trying to create some interesting stock and material to work with. Now we are ready for, okay, this tree I think has a potential to be a nice tree even when we start first styling. So I'll pretty much end the video just after talking about this tree, and then I'll do a video on just this tree and restyling it. Okay, so now you see it with all the wire, and when you come back, when I do another video on this, I'll have all the wire off it so that we can just go ahead and style it. Okay, so this is a good candidate for first styling. So that's the kind of thing I want to talk about. When a tree's ready to be styled, then you style it. Okay, so I've done, in the series of videos in this section, I've done 2 videos in the previous time that weren't ready. I've done another tree here that just before wasn't ready, but now this one is. But don't just leave trees alone. Always keep looking at them and working out, are they ready, are they ready, are they ready. This one I think is ready. I think we can have a crack at it and get it looking good. So I'll end the video there, and we'll come back with some more videos in the future. So thanks for watching, and we'll do a styling video on just this tree in the near future. Okay guys, see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.